Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're tackling a huge topic, finding purpose. And the way we usually think about it, is as this big treasure hunt, we have to go out and chase it.
Right. It's all about frantic outward activity.
Yeah.
But the sources we're looking at today flip that completely on its head.
They basically say, stop chasing.
Exactly. The core idea is that purpose isn't something you go find, it's something you listen to.
I love that. So our mission today is to unpack that idea. How do we find purpose, not by looking outside, but by listening to who we already are?
Well, the first step is realizing how often we're not being ourselves at all. We're just, imitating.
What do you mean by imitation, like pretending?
Sort of. It's when you build a life based on what you think you should do.
Okay, like what your family encouraged or what society says is a good job.
Precisely. It's choosing a path because it looks impressive or pays well, even if it, drains your soul.
Yeah.
That's imitation. Calling is about who you fundamentally are.
So how do you find the clues to that, to who you are?
You look at the things that have always been there. Your natural energy, your quiet passions, the things you do without even thinking. Those are the whispers of your life speaking to you.
That makes sense. But this is where the material gets a little counterintuitive. It says you can't just look at your gifts. You have to look at your shadow.
Yes. And this is where most self-help advice really falls short.
Because we're told to ignore our weaknesses, right? To
Right.
push through them.
Exactly. But the shadow, our fears, our insecurities, our patterns of avoidance, it isn't the enemy. It's actually a teacher.
Okay, hold on. How is my tendency to, say, procrastinate on a big project a teacher? It feels more like a flaw I need to fix.
That's a great question. The shadow teaches you by showing you your boundaries. It clarifies what environments are fundamentally wrong for you.
So if I always feel this deep dread and avoidance around, competitive sales meetings.
The shadow isn't telling you to get tougher. It's telling you that an environment deforms you. It's showing you what to say no to.
That's a huge flip in perspective. It's not about forcing yourself to fit.
Not at all. And that brings up another warning from the sources, especially for high achievers.
Which is?
Just because you are good at something, that does not mean it is your calling.
That one hits close to home.
Right. We all develop these amazing survival skills, things we do well under pressure or maybe to please other people, but we mistake that skill for our purpose.
So how do you tell the difference?
It's the energy. A survival skill, even when you're great at, will drain you. It takes everything out of you. A true calling actually renews your energy as you do it. It feels like joy, not just competence.
Draining versus renewing. That's the real test.
That's the test. And to even have the space to feel that, you have to get good at saying no. No to the roles that drain you. No to the expectations that aren't yours.
You have to clear out the static to hear the signal.
You do. And when you finally start to align with that signal, that inner voice, how does it actually feel? It's not this big flashy lightning bolt.
It feels like coming home.
Yes. It's a feeling of inner alignment. The sources describe it as congruence.
What does that mean in practical terms?
It means peace, not pressure. It's clarity, not confusion. Your actions and your deep down values finally match up.
And that's when you realize you don't have to chase purpose anymore.
Because you're already living it. It was internal the whole time.
So to recap for everyone listening, purpose is something you listen to, not something you chase. And you listen by paying attention to both your gifts and your shadows, and especially to what drains you versus what renews you.
Exactly. The core message is to stop living from the outside in. Your life has been speaking to you all along. Purpose isn't found, it's remembered.
I love that. Purpose is remembered. Okay, so here's a final thought for you to take with you based on listening to your shadow. What is one draining pattern in your life that you keep avoiding? And what environment, role, or pressure is your shadow desperately trying to teach you to finally leave behind?
Let your life speak.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive. We'll see you next time.